Hey guys, Eric and Aubrey here from Edrumcenter here, and we're going to talk about the new Roland VAD316. This kit just came out a couple weeks ago, and it is a huge step up from the VAD307, which it replaced, in just a couple really important ways. Mm-hmm. So module is, on the old kit was the TD17, which came out in 2018 and was 7 years old at this point, and definitely needed a refresh.
Yeah.
And did they refresh it?
Yeah.
So what they did is they took all the sounds, editing features, operating system, all that from the flagship V71 module, which has been out for a year now, and they put that into this module. It's called the V31 module. Sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. You get 6 months of free access to the Roland Cloud where you can load a bunch of really good kits.
Yeah.
Not that the kits on the module are bad, they're actually really good.
Yeah.
But some of the best sounding kits are these ones you can download. Mm-hmm. Tons of like recording. You get 30 channels of audio over USB. It is a little bit of a slimmed down module from some of the other modules, but in this price range for this kit, it's perfect.
Yeah.
This kit's around $3,000. The flagship module is around $3,000.
Yeah.
Just the module. So you get the full kit, module and everything. The other change they made from the VAD307 is they upgraded the kick drum from the KD180L, which is around 8 inches deep, something like that.
I think 7.5.
7.5, and now it's 12. So it's an 18 by 12, a little bit nicer of looking kick drum. Mm-hmm. Doesn't really play any different. Although they did, like on all their other kick drums, they made the strike surface bigger now.
Weirdly enough, the kick drum, I didn't think was going to be that big of a difference until I was playing on it this morning. I feel like that changed the whole kit to me, having that kick drum be a full shelled kit instead of the L. Yeah. I don't know if it was just like because in my head I was visually seeing it or what, but I always feel like the 180L, I guess it wasn't a wood hoop or a wood shell.
I think it was plastic.
It was plastic, and so part of that just felt off. And so having like a true wood kick drum, I don't know, just something about that. Like
it definitely beefier.
It made me feel like I was playing like, I just didn't feel like a wannabe full shelled kit because it's just the half shells and stuff. But it just felt good. I don't know. And maybe the module was playing into that too, having the better sounds than the TD17.
I think the module makes a big difference.
Yeah. So those two things being the only real changes are big changes though. Versus the TD17, with that, you actually feel like you're playing a kit now that's like representative of what you see, with it being the more realistic look to it.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with the VAD307, you've got a 12-inch snare, and these are, not a full depth snare. It's more like a half shell, like 3 inches, 3.5 inches deep.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
You get 2 10-inch mounted toms, 12-inch mounted tom, which is your floor tom, 12 14-inch crash, 16-inch ride, which has a bell, bow, and edge. Mm-hmm. You get the VH10 hi-hats, which were the same hi-hats on the last kit. Mm-hmm. You get some really nice beefy Roland stands to hold everything up. The module, because it is much bigger and heavier than the 17, now has its own stand, which is included. It's PDS5, is what they're calling it. Yeah. It's really nice. And that the whole package feels real acoustic-y because it's all stand-based, it's not rack-based. You get a little bit more acoustic of a look than the TD316. It's the same module as the TD316, which is $19.99, and we did a video on that kit. We really like that kit. For $19.99, that kit is stellar. I think you're getting a great deal at that. This is really the same kit, honestly. Maybe the ride's bigger. You get a little bit bigger looking drums. I mean, that's something. Same hi-hat, stand-based, but it's so much more. It's like $33.99 for this kit. It's $1,400 more for this same module. So, one could say like, if you're just really looking to get this kind of experience but save a lot of money, maybe look at the TD316.
Right. It's
nice to have options for the larger sizes. But we also have to, bring up the TD516, I think, too, because it's $36.99. Is it $37.99? $36.99.
No, sir, $36.99.
Yeah, $36.99. You're only $300 more. You get the higher priced module, the V51, which more ins, more outs.
Right.
Same sounds and everything, but it does have more bells and whistles than the 31. You get the digital snare, digital hi-hat, and digital ride.
Right.
And I literally, before we recorded this, we've been playing on this kit for a while. We have all these kits set up. We went back and forth between the two kits. And while I do really enjoy the VAD316, the whole time I'm thinking, for basically the same price, I could get the TD516.
Right.
And I would much rather get that.
Yeah, same here.
And that's played out with our customers.
Yeah.
Like these came out, 3 weeks ago? For every 20 TD516s we've sold one VAD316. And I did tell Roland when they came out with these, I think that kit's going to have a tough time.
Yeah.
Even as good of a kit as it is, you got to look at what else is out there. And if you're competing with your own product line, basically, the TD516 just kind of one-ups it in a lot of really important ways. That digital snare, best snare you can get on the market.
Yeah.
Same for the best hi-hat you can get on the market. Same for the ride. And also the toms on the TD516 are the more advanced 3-cone in the center. They have the lower profile rims. I just think the toms are better. One thing I would give an edge on this kit too is the kick drum.
Yeah.
I do like this kick drum better. It's bigger. Not only is it bigger, but it just it feels better to play. Not that the KD12 is a bad drum or anything. Right. It's actually really nice, but I would always prefer a bigger kick drum if I could choose that.
Yeah, I think this kit is going to be specifically for people who maybe need stage presence to a degree, but don't want to spend the money to go up to the VAD516. Like I know that guy, the first one of these we sold, he had actually showed me YouTube videos he was doing with his band he's in, and it was just like on a little Elisa's kit or something, and he was like, hey, I want this kit. He specifically wanted it because it had the look factor, but he only had a budget of $3,500 or less. I think it's really gonna be targeted to specifically those kind of people who want something that looks little more real, but they can't go all the way up to the VAD516. But yeah, like he said, otherwise, the TD516 has a lot more pros.
I like that it's offered.
Yeah,
we'll definitely keep some in stock because the 307 and the 306 before it did have its fans. But the other thing too is that the VAD307, last time we sold it, it was at $24.99.
That's true. Yeah,
and this is $33.99. But I think they had trouble keeping the price down on this kit because of the V31 module and the fact they had to include a stand and that 18-inch kick drum is like by itself, what, $800 and $900?
Yeah, something like that.
So, I mean, they had some factors in to make it so they had to price it this particular way. Overall, I love the kit. I really love the module. The overall playing experience is totally fine. Other brands other than Roland, it definitely, the module kind of smokes a lot of other stuff that's out there.
Yeah, because I would say, like, not pad for pad, but price range just is like competing with the Strata Prime because they're very similar in price. And I would say if you're looking between those two, there's a lot of advantages to this over to Strata Prime.
That's actually true. I hadn't even thought about that. A lot of the things that are similar, like the snare, I think the snare experience on both of those is pretty similar. It's not real. They're totally fine, but it's not like nearly like what you'd get with a digital snare or something like that. So one thing to point out, if you didn't watch all the other videos on these other kits, the new modules have really cool coach features that like just kind of blow you away. There's like hundreds of different patterns and like exercises. It grades your accuracy. It shows you the notation like on the screen, kind of like shows you like a green is a good hit, that kind of stuff. That's incredible if you're a beginner. Even if you're not, like if you just want to keep your chops up, it's really cool. You've got the recording features we talked about, Bluetooth built in, so you can play along to whatever on your phone. The module is for sure the star of the show.
Right.
And
you do get the one USB for a digital input. So if you did want to eventually put a digital hi-hat or the the snare or anything like that, you can add one of those, only one. That is a limitation of that module, but at least you do have that option. Like if you wanted to move the 12-inch snare over as like another tom and purchase the digital snare or whatever, that is an option. So you're not completely isolated from the digital, just you have to pick and choose which one you want.
And I guess you could get this kit and maybe upgrade to the V51 to then allow you to add all the digital stuff if you want to down the road. I mean, I think this is it's a good kit. It's a little more expensive than I would have liked it to be, but I understand why they had to price it this way because of what it comes with. Definitely give us a call if you have questions about this or hit us up on live chat. We need to get some packages done for this kit. If you need hardware and stuff, we're going to offer this kit with hardware, headphones, all the stuff you need to get going. So yeah, give us a call if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.